Katie Oleksak is one of the most decorated volleyball players in Mountain West history. As the only three-time Mountain West Player of the Year, she is Colorado State's all-time assist leader, leading the Rams to 3 regular season conference championships. Hi, everybody. I'm Jesse Kurtz in the Mountain West Network studio. You can chalk up one more huge honor to Katie Oleksak's already impressive resume as one of the Mountain West nominees for the NCAA Woman of the Year. For some reaction and context to the big announcement, we head to Switzerland to bring in the 3-time Mountain West Player of the Year. Katie, thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. I'm over here in Switzerland. It's about 8 p.m. and I'm actually quarantining right now.
Okay, so let's talk about that. You're quarantining in Switzerland. Why are you there, and what is life like right now in this COVID world?
Yeah, so because America was a hot spot, or is a hot spot, I guess you can say, they don't really want us over here. So there's a mandatory 10-day quarantine, and it's very strict. There's a $10,000 Swiss franc fine if we leave. And so people are bringing us food. The coach just came by. He tossed us a couple of volleyballs because I'm here to play pro volleyball. So that's kind of my next step. And this is my first year, obviously playing professional volleyball, but I thought Switzerland would be a great place to start.
Oh, there's no question about that. And recently you got some great news. You're one of 2 nominees from the Mountain West for the NCAA Woman of the Year award. What was your reaction to that?
I was so honored just to have the opportunity to represent women in this conference and represent the Mountain West. And, you know, you go into college not even knowing this is a possibility, but coming out of it and knowing that I was one of the nominees is just such an honor.
And part of that nomination form was a personal statement in which you had to fill out, where you expressed how your experiences as a scholar, as an athlete, and a leader on campus have influenced your life. How did you answer that question?
I really focused on, so I am a setter in volleyball, which is a very, as a setter, you have to be a servant leader. And so I kind of focused on how on the court, inevitably you're in this leadership role, and how I brought that leadership outside of volleyball to be a leader, like running a Bible study in my church or being in SAC. Some other things that I did was an internship with Adaptive Recreation, which is doing recreation with people with disabilities. So I compared that into how the servant leader role as a setter in volleyball has kind of prepared me to lead within the community.
Oh, you played in a volleyball pressure cooker that is Colorado State. It's a community that loves its volleyball. There's no question about that, but they also expect a lot from that team. What did you learn about yourself as a competitor playing for the Rams and playing for a demanding coach who is a volleyball legend in Tom Hilbert?
I learned so much. I think the pressure situation was a really good thing for me. I turned it into a positive thing. Like, okay, I can be good under pressure, and that's something I'm going to take with me in Switzerland or in future jobs. And having that crowd behind us almost turned into just a positive support system, and in a way kind of even reduced the pressure because they were rallying behind us.
The beauty of that pressure cooker and being a competitor for the Rams, a volleyball player at Colorado State is very highly regarded in the Fort Collins community. You're all seen as role models for fans of all ages. You were very involved in the community during your time on campus. What were some of those rewarding experiences that will forever stick with you?
I think for me, it's the little things like being in Old Town, that's our downtown, and not wearing a CSU shirt, wearing like a sweater and jeans, and someone comes up to you and wants your autograph. Or another really special moment for me was volunteering with a fellow teammate at a Special Olympics prom, and a little girl came up to us and knew who we were. And so we kind of showed her that we could, you know, be involved in the community as well as be these volleyball players. And so it's just really special. And it is true, it's all ages, and that's what's really even more special about it.
You are the very definition of a student athlete. You graduated from Colorado State with a degree in health and exercise science. You held a 3.83 GPA. How do you hope to one day use your degree when your professional volleyball days are over?
Yeah, so I had a degree, in health and exercise science, and I got prereqs for nursing and occupational therapy. A lot of the classes kind of overlapped, and I think right now I want to go to grad school for OT, and it's just kind of a passion I've had ever since I did do this internship working with people with varying disabilities. And it is a lot more school, but that's why I'm kind of trying to play right now and maximize my volleyball career.
Well, you're certainly well on your way, Katie. I really appreciate your time. Congratulations on your success. We wish you luck post-quarantine playing professional volleyball. And congratulations on being one of 2 nominees from the Mountain West for NCAA Woman of the Year.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's Katie Oleksak, former 3-time Mountain West Volleyball Player of the Year from Colorado State. The 10 finalists for the NCAA Woman of the Year award will be announced in September. From the Mountain West Network studio, I'm Jesse Kurtz.